Hi, it's Gary Edwards here, and I'm doing a message for whoever needs it at this time. So if you do listen to this message, you're drawn to it, it's most probably for you. So please pay attention. And while I'm on the subject, if you can please subscribe or follow this TikTok channel, I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to get as many followers as possible, so I can, 1,000. So as soon as I've done that, I will be doing more lives and doing quite a little bit more, and I would appreciate the follow. Thank you. So here we go with the messages here, or the message I should say. Just getting the energy in the cards. So I just feel here, you know, some of you, your world's perhaps falling apart at the minute with money, with finance, a little bit crazy. I feel some of you might have had it all, and all of a sudden it's with losing control here. I have actually got the Nine of Pentacles. It is reversed, so you know we've perhaps had the house, the wife, or the girlfriend. We've had an amazing life. It's been absolutely fantastic. It's been great, but it's kind of whether they've cheated on you or there's control. There's all this energy which is a little bit crazy at the moment at this time, and I just feel you've got to kind of step back, pick yourself up, dust yourself down, reevaluate things within your life of where you're going. I do feel some of you though as well, because I've actually got the Three of Pentacles, which is reversed as well. Now, so basically, you know, upright, it is rewards and recognition. Some of you are not being noticed at the minute for the work you're doing, or you're trying to put everything in to keep your head above water with all the crazinesses with what's going on around you at the moment. But I just feel there is light at the end of the tunnel. Mediumistic wise, I'm picking, I've got to say there is a light there. You've got to start trusting and believing in yourself. Sometimes we have to go through a lot of shit to get that light, to get where we're going. I've got blue light going on in the background here. That represents communication, so I feel some of you have got to speak out. You've got to stand in your power. You've got to take some control or get your control back, but not go back. So again, if you're losing everything at the minute, or you have lost everything, there is still hope. And you've got to believe there is hope, because guess what? You will get it back if you focus on the bigger picture. If you don't, you're not going to, but you've got to like rise above the ashes here. So again, you're perhaps putting the work in, but it's not happening. It's interesting because I've got the Lovers card that's coming out as well within all of this. Now, I'm not going to say, oh, there's a relationship there, oh, it's great, it's going to be this, it's going to be that, that's going to help you get on this new pathway. I feel this, the Lovers, which is really important. It's about you loving yourself. It's about you believing in yourself. It's about acknowledging what you've been through or how you've been treated. And you know, you might even been walked over or whatever, but you know, that's a lesson, but it's not going to happen again. Some of you are going to be held in that energy because you think, I'm not going to have a relationship again, I'm not going to do this because that could happen again. But you've got to snap out of that and actually focus on you, what you want going forward. But it's important to get your stability, to get your foundations, to actually, you know, be recognised and be noticed. Some of you might be shutting yourself away because of all of this, because I do feel money and finance is a little bit crazy. It's a little bit all over the place at the moment, and you've got to snap out of this. The sooner you snap out of it, you can bring in this new action. Now, I am aware, you know, with this reading or intent of what's coming through here, your emotions are all over the place. You're perhaps pondering, and again, thinking you're not good enough, and oh my God, if I should have done this, or I should have done that, and I shouldn't have done this. Some of you might have jumped ship because you've not been happy in that relationship or marriage or whatever. And you're going, oh my God, what have I done here? I can't believe I've done this and done that. Well, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you had to go through this to actually bring in this new pathway, to actually get your own sparkle back. Because I feel some of you have most probably been drowning inside here, and you know, you will get your magic back, you will get this energy back. You know, I do feel around you here, or around some of you here, there is outside help coming in here. There's a hand, there's a cup here, you know. But it's important for you to get your feelings, your emotions in order. I'm telling you, there is some celebrations, there is a happy ever after here. So whatever you're going through, it's kind of, you've got to go through it to get to this, but you know, at the end of the day, you will get there, and I feel really good. It is upright, actually. These cards what are coming out, you know. So going back to the Lovers card here, yes, I do feel you've got to find who you are, love who you are, believe in you, but you know, yes, it can represent a relationship coming in here, but I feel at the minute you've got to kind of work on you, get out your comfort zone, go in this new direction. But you do that, can be absolutely amazing. Some of you with the look, the Hermit, it's basically shutting yourself away, you know, which some of you are perhaps doing. Shutting, it's a major arcana, I was going to say, sorry. It's a major arcana, but some of you are perhaps shutting yourself away here. It's showing me on here, on your pathway, you've got a snake around you here, but also I've got, that's a number 8 as I'm looking at that. So I work with numbers and, you know, the infinity of 8 of releasing, letting go in tarot terms. So I do feel some of you have got to let this shit go. Some of you have got to release these people out of your life, you know, to bring in the new. You know, on the Hermit, there is a light at the end of the tunnel here, so there's something really good there, but you've got to believe that yourself. You know, some of you might need some of you still might need a little bit of time out to see where you're going. But again, it's releasing, it's going forward, but you've got to come out your comfort zone, I want to say. Look, a lot of you are nearly there. You're almost there with this 9 of Wands. It's kind of all the battles, all the craziness you've been through, all the experiences within the relationship or within this situation, you're going to get through it. So if you keep battling, don't give up now. Don't get tried. So if you're moving forward with this, some of people might be being pulled back into this. Oh, I'm going to change. I'm going to do this. I'm really going to honest. I'm going to make an effort. I'm going to do this. And you've perhaps, you know, been moving on in a good way. Whatever you do, don't go back, because that's going to be 10 times worse to get out of the situation next time. Because guess what? It will repeat itself. History will. It's a cycle here, residual energy. We're only in charge of this if you want to be, you know, so just be aware of that. So, you know, I always say an X is an X for a reason. You know, if we do, sometimes we go back to try and test and do this, but then it is a nightmare to move forward. And again, it's like they don't want you, but they don't want no one else to have you. So again, that's that emotional blackmail, that control. It's like, you've got to remember, they need you, but you don't need them. And that's the golden rule here. So this is where you've got to realise your worth, know your worth. And so all the hard work you're doing, do not give up bringing this new action, because there's a light at the end of the tunnel here for you, you know, with this Hermit card. So I hope whoever listens to this, you can understand what I'm trying to say here. And guess what? Life is for living, not having craziness all the time. You know, a relationship should be 50-50. It really, really should be. It shouldn't be 80-20, you know, you doing all this or doing that jump, you know, someone telling you to jump and you've got to jump 6 foot instead of, you know, 4 foot, like, you know what I mean? It doesn't happen. It's got to be 50-50, you know, so it's really, really important. I have got here on my own cards here, be careful for what you wish for. So again, with this, some of you perhaps do want change. Some of you are, oh, come on, I want this change, I want this, I want that. So it's not a warning, it's just saying that, you know, if you've been in a toxic relationship, or it has been crazy, or it has been this, and you, oh, I want to meet somebody, I want to do this, I want to do that, they are on the way, they're coming, because you put that out to the universe. So what I'm going to say to you, whatever you put out to the universe or you ask for, it is an energy. We put it out there and it comes. And so, you know, make sure it's what you want, where you're going. You know, so I'm just saying that, and I'm not saying it in a bad way, I'm saying it in a good way, because you perhaps, oh, I want to meet somebody who's this, that and the other, please get me out of this relationship because I want this, that and the other. They're coming, you know, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, guess what? Relationships, we always have to work at them, no matter what. And it's, you know, we have challenges sometimes, but guess what? 2 heads are better than 1. Remember, relationships 50-50, but you have got this. Step out your power, rise above it all. Remember, folks, please follow me on this video so I can start doing some lives, because I will really, really appreciate you doing that. Thank you.